Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money, with your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 922 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today we're going to talk about self-sufficiency, where you don't have to wait for people all day long and spend a fortune to have them screw you over. How about that? I hope you didn't miss episode 921. That was specific cells. I have to just, what, I develop a lisp here all of a sudden? Specific cells, general doesn't. That's part of my copywriting 901 project. Anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. That was 921, specific cells. This is 922, self-sufficiency. A lot of S's there today. Make sure you grab a copy of our automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free. I can't emphasize enough how important it is for you to take that book. We charge $27 for it, give it to you for free. How important it is for you to use the techniques in the book. It will save you hundreds or thousands of hours into the future of your career. Just do it. Download it now, screwthecommute.com/automate free. And check out my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. All right. I'm about 90% done with restoring my antique ATV. It's called a Commute. If you look it up on Google, if you just look up Commute, it's a bird. Okay. But if you put Commute ATV, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's got two tubs, they call them, that articulate so all the wheels stay on the ground, and it's four-wheel drive all the time, and it's a beast. It was from between the 60s and 80s it was produced. So anyway, I'm working on this thing, and the guy that I relied on for wiring on my cars, on my Rokon off-road motorcycle, and all this stuff, he just flaked on me. He put me off for a long time to get to it. And then he finally said, hey, get somebody else. And I wasn't being a dick to him or anything. He just flaked. And I just couldn't believe it. I pretty much said, you know what? This is not going to happen to me anymore. I'm going to figure this out myself. And I pretty much went to school to figure out all the stuff to wire a vehicle. Okay. Now, this isn't a computerized thing, all right? So I'm not claiming that I'm up on the latest computerized, fuel systems. No. But I had to put lights, charging systems for cell phones and iPads and laptops in it, and GPS unit, and an inclinometer, which is something that tells you how steep you're going up or downhill or on the side of a hill. So all kinds of stuff. Oil pressure, oil temperature gauges. I had to do all this stuff. Fuse boxes, dual battery installation. I'm doing all this stuff. So I pretty much went to school, spent months researching on the forums, talking to people, asking for advice. If I was younger, I'd have gone to school for automotive wiring, all right? But anyway, my dad taught me, study hard and work at something, and you can do pretty much whatever you want. And what I get sick of is when I speak, I see these people that, can barely make their car payment telling you to delegate everything. Delegate everything. Only do what you're good at. Well, a lot of you have heard me say, if what you're good at is making you broke, maybe you should rethink that, all right? And get some skills. That's one thing that's a big complaint about the generations coming up, is they're devoid of skills. They think, I'll just go on my cell phone and Google it. And, so you can ask them, what time of day it is. And they go on their cell phone, and if it was a dial clock, they wouldn't be able to tell you. So, and if you ask them 5 minutes later, they'd have to go back to their cell phone. Same with all kinds of research things. I mean, even some of the kids in my life that I know that are high honor students, they can't tell me how many inches are in a yard. I mean, it's really pitiful out there. So no, don't delegate everything. You got to delegate some things. I get that. But here's my thing. Pay attention to whatever that person is doing and learn something. Now, I'm not saying you're ever going to be as good as them if they're doing it every day or as efficient as them, but there's times when you may not have the time to wait for them, and you may not be as efficient, and the job may not get done as good as they would have done it, but it got done, and you moved forward. Because when they're not around, or like when a guy, like, my wiring guy flaked on me, what do? You just stop your life? No. If you have skills, you move forward, you improve it, you figure out. And having these skills also, when you do delegate something, you can tell the quality of it or if you're getting ripped off. All right, that's another big thing to increase your skills and be self-sufficient. And if you really like the topic, go to school for it. I mean, I went to pilot school and I had a nice career as a charter pilot, freelance charter pilot. Recently, I went to drone school so I can get paid to fly drones. And not that I'm probably going to make a business out of that because I have to go, I'm happy to sit here and do digital stuff. But there's a kid that works here on Sundays that I'm kind of developing. He's in ROTC. He's in the drone part of it. He's going to take his drone test next week. And so I might help put him in business, start a business with him. But hey, this digital stuff I just spoke of, if you're interested in that, no matter what business you're in, you have to have this kind of stuff. So I've got the only licensed, dedicated school in the country, probably the world, that can teach you this stuff in an organized fashion, save you enormous amount of time and energy, and by somebody that's actually done it. See? So check that out at imtcva.org. Even if you're in another business, you're probably overpaying and not getting the results from all the online stuff and the social media and all the necessary evils you have to do to be successful in business. So check out the school, or you can make a career out of it for yourself. You can have your own business. You can be highly sought after in the business world because everybody needs these services. There's not a business on earth that doesn't need these things. So check out my school at imtcva.org. Give me a call or email me and I'll discuss it with you. But in as little as 6 months, you can have a certificate. And before that, we've had people making money. I mean, we had one girl making $6,000 a month after, I think, only 4 months in the school. And then she's got her own agency now. See? So all kinds of opportunities here. But the point is be self-sufficient. Don't just say, go make me a website for $5,000 or $10,000 when you could have made it yourself with a little bit of training and be world class for $150. All right. And that's not hyperbole or exaggeration. That is the way we do it around here. So check it out. It's imtcva.org. That stands for Internet Marketing Training Center of Virginia. However, it's distance learning, so you don't have to be here or even in the country to attend the school. So check it out. But no matter what you do, please learn, improve your skills, and be self-sufficient as much as possible. And it'll help your business. It'll help your life. It'll empower you to ends you can't even understand yet until you start doing. All right, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. We'll catch you all in the next episode. See you later.